Hello there folks, SeKo Starcraft here. It is game number 2 between Flash and Dark. Code S GSL, round of 32 I believe, qualifiers for the last year's WCS. So, a little bit older, but I wanted to go through some of these games with the amazing talent because these are still in the tournament map pool. I believe DreamHack's going to be using the same map pool, and DreamHack will probably be done by the time these videos get posted, but that's what's happening anyways. We saw a really effective 2 racks out of Flash in game number 1. We'll see if that changes up how Dark plays this game here, because he kind of got ran over. Hatch first, slightly delayed pool. It was like a pool on 16. Just yeah, really crushed. Not even close. So let's see if he goes for a scout. If he's just gonna play straight up, I mean, these guys are really good. They can anticipate things a bit better. This map in particular, very well known for 2 racks and cheese plays. So we'll see if Dark is still just confident in a straight up game, despite how easy that 2 racks kind of rolled over him in game number 1. Flash is not going for anything like that yet. It is a gas after racks, so it'll allow him to likely just either get out a Reaper and then move into an add-on with a couple Marines and expansion. Standard play Reaper into Hellions into an expansion. It is pool first this time. It is a even shorter map, I believe, than King Shijong is, so makes sense regardless. We'll see if those mind games play a bit more of an impact on Dark and how he plays out going forward. I see a lot of Zerg players who will go around and scout over here 4 racks. This is a super common place to be able to put down pylons if you're Protoss. Over here to put down 2 barracks if you're Terran. Sometimes over here just to be able to wake people out. But that's generally the path of overlords, and sometimes they'll send a second overlord down to this side. So it's a bit more risky. Hatch is down. Pool is finished. 6 Lings coming out right away. It's a big investment into Lings. The Reaper is on the way. I'll keep him safe. But if Dark's really good at splitting up his positioning here, he may be able to deny the command center. That's almost certainly going to happen. You can see that's the path of the Lings going down this way. Kind of surprising he doesn't just keep 2 at home, to be sure. Does scout the Reaper. He should be able to see the path of the Reaper going north, and therefore feel pretty safe about the direction of his Lings. But this Reaper maybe knows something's up here. He's sticking around at home. He's still not going to be able to fight 6 Lings that good by himself. But he should be able to keep his command center from being completely cancelled, unless we got some godly micro here out of Dark. Very interesting out of Flash there to know to keep that alive. In come the Lings. Immediately, one's targeting down the SCV, the other one's targeting down the command center. Those guys are in hold position, a little strange. Does lose one of the SCVs, so it's constructing it. This is a big win if he could stall this. Doesn't look like he's going to. He's going to have to micro good. He's microing his Lings really well right now. Reaper's almost dead. Same with the SCV. Did I get the SCV actually? How many is that? 2 or 3? And the Reaper. That was a great 6-Ling investment there out of Dark. It's so rare you're going to be able to get that Reaper with slow Lings, but he gets 2 SCVs. Look at the damage on that command center as well. And denied it for that long. Pretty good investment. It is a 3 command center opening here. 2 more, the 3rd is the starting one. Whatever, leave me alone. So if I was Dark, I'd feel pretty happy about what I accomplished with that. Double gas though, pretty fast afterwards. What does he have for the drone count? 27? Pretty fast on those gases. So maybe it's just going to be a Banling bust here. Sorry, Banling and Roach bust. It's kind of my thoughts on it. Hellions a little bit more delayed. Command Center's a bit more delayed, so the economy's going to take a hit. And I don't think he saw that at the command center. No, he doesn't know that yet. Where did it happen to his overlord? Oh, his overlord I think got sniped. Yes, it did. I was going to say, what happened to that overlord? Well, that overlord was hopefully supposed to run in here and check and see when, or sorry, what the next tech path would be, if it's a 3 racks opening, or if it's a command center. And if I know Flash, and I know Flash, he loves to go for his command center opening. Now, this Roach one was scouted, almost certain here by Flash. Yeah, if we look at... No, he didn't see the Roach Warren. He just saw the Evo Chamber. So this could be really bad. Roaches are already in production. They may be defensive roaches, but I wouldn't think so. I mean, he's got to wait for his overlord. He's so supply blocked right now. If it was going to be roach timing, he's botching it horribly. Generally, you'll see if it's a roach timing, they'll get out a ton of extra overlords to be able to get that supply cap opening, because roaches eat up your supply so fast. So this one roach is ain't much. Double engineering base. Man, if that roach bus was well timed, it would win. 3 command center, double engineering bay opening. He is getting out a tank, yes. But if there were 8 roaches coming across the map right now, like right now, he'd probably be able to cause this command center to lift. Just saying. He might not be able to break into the main, but he'd get himself even more of a lead than he got with the opening that he chose with the 6 lings across the map. 1-1 on the way. And the +1 attack for the range. It's possible he's going to want to go into a Roach Hydra play. The 1-1 Roach bust, 1-1 Roach all-in is pretty common, but it seems a little bit delayed. And Flash has seen the Roaches, so the jig is kind of up. There's a tank in position. We already have Marauders in production, Marines as well. Stim is finished now, and 1-1 for the Terran is on the way. So if this was a Roach timing, nice creep tumor snipe. It's a pretty delayed one. Roaches just hunting for the Hellions. He's kept pretty much all of his Hellions alive. Looks like he's lost 1, but he's denied quite a bit of creep. He saw the Roaches. Now is the Roach coming, but it's going to be timed up with this 1-1. I just don't think it's going to accomplish a lot. I think this should have hit earlier, even if it meant less Roaches and less upgrades by this point, because Flash knew it was coming. You know, Stim is done. Bio, there's a good chunk of it out already. 3 racks are finished for production. And there's a tank in position here. 3rd CC, Flash is so confident the 3rd CC is already moving into position here. It's a lot of roaches, I mean, don't get me wrong. And there's more roaches on the way. So it is a pretty strong all-in. I don't think he has an armory done, otherwise no he doesn't. Turning these into Hellbats would probably be pretty good. Flash all of a sudden realizes that, yeah, this isn't, you know, just a couple of roaches poking. Looks like he's just going to use this to deny the 3rd for a bit. Already lifts off this base. Flash knows what this plan is. Double medevacs and so much production is already on the way for a Terran player. These roaches are losing their value more and more as time goes on. You see a lot of pro players at least come in and try and snipe some SCVs. I mean, do something to get the value out of these roaches. With the tank and this bio with upgrades in position, it's tougher to do. 1-1 roaches, but it's already 1-1 bio. Medevac's about to be out. The roaches will still win this fight, but not for much longer. Units-wise, we can see that look how far ahead the Terran player is in economy. He's up by 9 workers, well, 10 drones are in production right now. Interesting positioning for this tank. Doesn't cover that much. I'm a little surprised by that positioning, actually. Hellbats are finished. Roaches looks like they just finished up their speed, so there's some lucky buckets to get out of there. 2-2, pretty evenly timed here. But Flash with this 3rd base in position. Economy should be about even now. Yeah, it's about even in the economy, but the mules are giving a bit of an advantage. They're on a very equal footing, and this giant investment into these roaches, like I said, there's a lot of roaches, but he wasn't willing to commit into that tank, into that bio. Maybe he would bust the bio and come into the back here, get some damage done. But if it didn't work, he would have just lost. And obviously this is, you know, Code S GSL. You're going to give it a little bit more consideration. This bio here, that's a big stim out of Flash. I don't know if Dark was intending to do that, but just forcing out the stims, pretty good. Medevacs are already out of energy, and there's a lot of units still in yellow. Scans. Sees nothing really going on here. I don't think he knows that it's a Roach Hydra mix going on. Range for Hydra's about to finish up. Doesn't have the speed for the Hydras yet, but I don't think he's going to be fighting our creep anytime soon. You can see that the supply for Dark is huge, but it's all eaten up in Roach Hydra. And yeah, it can be pretty good. And 2-2's finished now. but it's so expensive, and if you don't crush the Terran army, and you don't get that momentum and keep it, you're just screwed. That's why Roach Hydra playing against a Terran that's playing Bio, really, really tough. There's a lot of Hydras in there. I mean, it's a lot of damage, but this is a lot of Bio, so it's really going to be about surface area for a Zerg player. The Roach is melted. 2-2 finished up. There's 17 more Roaches on the way, but I don't still think that's going to work. Lots of medevacs in position. Maybe Flash might be a little too confident here, but the Hydras are so weak. You can see he's already taken a supply lead. He is going to fall back now. He's going to get the boost on those medevacs. You see Flash is one of those people that loves the giant medevac count. So many Marauders in this mix. Just destroying this Roach Hydra force. And there's almost a medevac per Marauder at this point. Cleaning up some creep. Bio line already heading across the map. This base is doing well. One bunker out here just in case. If Flash did lose these trades, you'll want that thing to fall back to. The only real advantage of going Roach Hydra is it's a little bit more cost effective on your larva count. More expensive units, more powerful units. Zerglings can chew up your larva count really fast. So we don't see a lot of macro Hydras or anything like that, because just with good injects, you can generally stay on top of things. Now the Flash is ahead in army, and well, no, 14 more Roaches did catch Dark up. Lots of medevacs though. The upgrades are going to be in the lead for Flash soon. +3 is on the way. He doesn't have +3 armor. Does not have the gas yet to afford that. His production is off the chain for Shizzle. This is a great position for the Zerg player though. Big open surface area. Big stim out of Flash. He's going to commit. This might be good for Dark here. A lot of Hydras in the back. He will actually clean this up. He finally managed to turn the tide. A lot of Bio rallied to the wrong spot here. This is a very important point for the Zerg. If he can cancel this third base, the bunker's gone now. He will be in an okay spot with his own fourth base down. SCVs do get pulled for this. They get shredded, but they buy an important time here for the army to actually mow down all these Roaches. If he can kill the Roaches, the Hydra should fall, but no, once again he's going to get pushed back. Flash down quite a bit in supply here. I'm very surprised. I thought that Dark was really on the ropes with his style. Hive is on the way. He's going to need for these upgrades. Once 3-3 is done, it's not as big of a deal. If it was playing like Zergling, Baneling, then the upgrade advantage you're going to see becomes just almost unbeatable for the Zerg player, just because of the amount of damage done. The Zerglings their damage almost becomes useless. At this stage, 3-3 though will do really good for the damage wise against these Roach Hydras. Creep isn't doing too bad. Flash did scan a couple times, kill a few of the active tumors, but I'm not minding this too much. Wouldn't mind a little bit more active creep tumors along this side. This is where the Zerg player is expanding. It's likely where the Terran player is going to be attacking. You kind of want to be able to reinforce along those lines. Terran player I don't think is aware that this attack is coming here. This isn't necessarily the great position for the Zerg player, I don't think. I don't know if he really wants to go into this. Tank is in position now. Good concave out of Flash, spreads out his units well. Oh, look at that stutter step forward. Just, dominating there. Just decisively going in there. Great unit control and decision making. Cleans that army really, really, really well. Will clean up this creep now. Has the opportunity to. He knows it's going to take a while for the Zerg player to get out that convincing size of army. It should be able to come up here and deny this gold. The thing about Roach Hydra is you don't want to fight piecemeal there. it just gets exponentially more powerful the more you have. He's routing in his units, and I don't think that's the right choice. Look at all the medevacs. How many units are there? There's 17 medevacs out on the map right now. That's so much supply. It's 34 supply of flash is in medevacs, and there's more on the way. Crazy. Great game out of flash there, though. Dark almost looked like he was turning it around, but Roach Hydra, man, it's just not. Maybe if you had fungals in there, or maybe some swarm oats just for some free units. Yeah, fungals maybe. It's so hard to beat somebody with that kind of control and that kind of economy. SeKo Starcraft, thank you very much for watching. We'll talk with you later.